Hi, beautiful Aries. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Aries, this is your monthly read for May of 2023. Crazy. We're going to start with an overall energy here, and we're going to go deeper and deeper into that energy, and then we're going to have the angels come out at the very end to see if they have anything extra for you. I also want to say that I am offering personal readings at this time. Forever how long, I don't know, because things are changing, but if you're interested in a personal reading with me, please send me a message. It's in the description, and we'll take it from there. Okay, Aries, what's going on for you for the month of May? And in May, we have a lunar eclipse. I think it's coming up on the 5th, depending on when you listen to this, obviously. Well, it's not going to change. It's still going to be on the 5th, but whether you have caught it or if it's afterwards. We have friendship. There's deep friendships coming in, I feel. If you haven't already met these people, they're coming in soon. Or if this is already you being sort of in a soul tribe friend circle, let's call it friend circle. Like, it doesn't have to be soul tribe. That word is being thrown around all the time, I feel. It's just another term for like-minded people. People that you feel really comfortable with. People where you feel like you can really be yourself. You don't have to dim your light or dim your shine. You can just really authentically be you. And I just feel like over this, I want to say that over this coming couple of months, there's either you're already with friends and there's a deepening of that friend circle, deepening of a friendship. Or there are people, like-minded people, if you want to call it that, soul tribe people, coming your way that you will feel like you can sort of grow together. You don't have to dim your shine or dim your light in order to fit in or to feel like you can't be really outspoken or what will they think, etc., etc. This is like, I love this progress. It's like a blue, very naive, sort of young feeling, and then we're coming into the purple, which I feel like it's a lot of the spiritual opening, spiritual awakening, becoming very aware, and then coming obviously into the golden age. It's like a beautiful process here, and we're doing it together. There's a feeling, like a sense we're coming together, we're exploring together. Like, you don't have to go it alone anymore, Aries. If you felt like this past couple of months, past couple of years, maybe for the longest time, you really have been feeling alone on your spiritual path, not so much maybe your personal growth, but like your spiritual path, that you haven't really had that person or those people that you could share this spiritual growth with, that is now coming in. And I think for like a lot of people, including myself, I mean, I am a little bit of a hermit, and I am a little bit of an introvert, quite a lot an introvert, I have to say. So in my world, that's just perfect, you know. Too much of other people, and I like have to leave because I just need that quiet time, or I need that alone time just with myself. I find so much, yes, just long story short, it can also be for your personal growth, for your spiritual growth. You, like, just like me, too much of other people's influences is going to dim your shine just by being around other people. Like, it's like I have a little bit of a trouble to stay clear or to stay pure, if you will. If I if I involve myself too much with other people, I sort of start to take on their energies and their vibration and etc. And in my evolution, in my personal growth and my spiritual evolution, I've been really wanting to like get to the core of me, get to the full potential of me, and etc. And then for my personal journey, it has been really, really good that there hasn't been a lot of people around me. So maybe that's the same thing for you, Aries, that you have been like on a solo journey for quite a long time. And you might wonder even like, where are my friends? Why am I so alone? Why don't I have anyone to share this with? Then probably it's because you needed that quiet moment. You needed that space around you in order to fully grow into yourself. And then when you're there, you know, not maybe like you don't have to be perfect. I don't think we ever get perfect. But like when you sort of have really started to know yourself, and like you know yourself now. Like, you're not 19 anymore and have no clue. Sorry if there's any 19-year-olds listening to this. If you're listening to this though and you're 19 years old, you probably have a clue. So I just want to say the timing is now for you to meet more people, because you probably have come more into your whole self. So going deeper into this, for the month of May, what do we have here for Aries, please? I just see a lot of birds there also in the cards, and the birds for me represents messages. There's being messages brought to you at this stage, new information, signs and synchronicities, symbols. Sometimes just knowing that you're on the right path. Like I can just sometimes, if I walk outside and I get a personal message, I just know like, okay, good, thank you. Like I'm on the right path. Going deeper still, what do we have for Aries here, please? There you go. Okay, so the first card was Page of Raphael, Four of Michael, and then, wow, okay. So the first, this is a new emotional situation, and I would say like, because we had the friendship, nice hairdo here today. Because we have the friendship card coming out first, and this is talking about like this is a new emotional situation for you. I just feel like this probably is a situation where it's very you might be like, it's not like you haven't had friends in your past. Like it's not like you don't understand how friendship works. Like growing up, you had friends. Going to school, you had friends. Unless you're really, really weird. Unless you're really out there. And so ever since 3 years old, you haven't had a single friend up until whatever current stage. I don't think that's true. Whether you feel like you've been very close to certain people, or like you felt like an outcast, or but you probably have still been around friends. So you understand how friendship works, right? I just think that emotionally, you probably don't. Physically, you understand. Like, you're not stupid. You understand how friendships works. Emotionally, I don't think you've ever been in a type of relationship that you're about to enter into. And I mean, we have the friendship card. This can also be like you find a new job, or like a new job situation, and all of a sudden there's your long lost, like, where have you been all my life? Whether it's a friendship, it's a coworker, it's a romantic partnership, it's just someone that just speaks so clearly to your heart. And I don't think you've ever had that feeling before, where it's like, where it goes both ways. Maybe you've been in a relationship where someone has been more the giver to you, or you've been in a relationship where you've been more a giver to them. But it's like vice versa. This is a situation, whether we compare it to something in the past or not, or whether like how it's been, this is a person that you're entering into, like it's a new emotional situation for you. I think that you probably for the first time are going to feel really supported, really seen as for who you are, and that there's room for, if you've been in any romantic partnership, in any friendship, even amongst like family members, and you have all these fantasies, like you build castles in the sand, like you have dreams and you have visions, like big dreams. This is a magical carpet. Like you're sitting on your magical carpet and you're waiting for the takeoff. Like you're waiting for like the next chapter in your life. The page of Rapha. Page is all about turning a corner, turning the page, page is all about new energy as well, like stepping into something new. The birds, like that we talked about, that comes in with new energy and new messages. I feel like probably in the past, you've been a little bit quiet about what you want. So you have all these dreams and visions and fantasies like inside of you, but amongst the family members that you've been with, or amongst in the romantic partnership, even if it's like a close romantic partnership, you'd probably say that like you love them very much and they're like, you know, a best friend even. You still probably haven't dealt or said or shared some of your deepest longings, because it feels maybe a little bit too out there. And the only reason I can think of why someone hasn't shared that with someone else is because you don't feel safe enough. There's no space to fall. There's no, you might wonder, like, is it, and it's so interesting because we had the King Rafa coming out at the end. We have a meditation in between there. And this card all talks about, like, it's safe to trust. There's a trust fall here, and you can take it. Like, you can fall and it's going to be okay. You can throw yourself out there. It's going to be okay. It's okay to trust this relationship because they'll get it. And so for the first time, you might have been wanting to share things in the past, but there hasn't been room for it, or there hasn't been opportunity, or there hasn't been like big space enough for someone else to hold you in your dreams and visions. And now, like, coming into this new emotional experience for you, I think just the fact that you feel like you can share these things with someone else is a win in itself. The fact that you then maybe get to live the dream, or get to live the fantasy, or get to live the vision that you have, like going towards that, that's gonna be like really beautiful as well. But I think that just the major thing here is that, oh my goodness, I had these dreams, and all of a sudden you don't feel like you need to shush anything. You can just blurt it out. You can just tell all your dreams and visions, and lo and behold, they are on the receiving end of it. Like, they're just holding space for you and like cheering you on. And I just love this for you. I just feel like being such a, maybe a little bit of a lone wolf, and having wanting to have that, like I said, you're not a person that perhaps wants to, like, Aries is typically very out there. Typically Aries is an extrovert. That's completely generalizing, but like if we and of course you're not going to have all Aries like in your entire birth chart, obviously. So there's going to be a mix of you. But if we completely generalize Aries, you're a complete extrovert, meaning you're out there, you're out and about, you want to have a lot of people around you, you want to be like, you want to be the life of the party, you want to be at the party, you want to be the party, like you're just out there. But sometimes I feel like Aries, like, you can be at the party and you can want the fun in life and all of that, the excitement, you want things to happen. If there's like one day and you've been at home, it's like, this is a boring life, and I'm like, I'm exhausted from the thing that happened last weekend. and it's like you want that, but I feel that sometimes Aries is a little bit misunderstood, because I feel like even though they are quite the extrovert, they want to be a part of certain things, they are the ones that sort of come with a lot of beautiful ideas to start all these different things. But when it comes down to it, I feel like if you look into it, Aries rarely have like gazillion and gazillion friends, really close friends. Aries is really good with one or two. And I think that has been the missing link here. That has been the missing piece. You might have still gone to the parties. There might be still like a lot of life and a lot of excitement that has happened for you. But that one or two situation situation has been missing, and here it comes. Okay? It's also telling you to go more inwards. This is a month for you. I mean, there's a lot of things happening, and Aries specifically, you have continued to have all these placements in your sign. Like, all these planets has just come cruising right through your sign, and with the new two, like, double new moons in your sign, and with the solar eclipse there, it's like there's so much stuff going on, and you're gonna feel the lingering of that energy, and still there's a lot of placement in Aries. And so for that, you just need to ground yourself, particularly so, like, if you live in the city, or you live somewhere where you don't have the grass right outside your door, or you don't have the ocean, or you don't like have any of that, then go into meditation and pretend that you're putting your feet on the ground. Pretend that you're in the ocean swimming. That's going to go a really long way. But if you are close to the water, close to any type of nature, this is a moment where the grounding, like, it's going to be really helpful for you to just really ground yourself in actual nature, to just go and connect with Mother Earth. And connecting with Mother Earth is nothing more than taking your shoes and socks off and just be barefoot on the grass. And like, I'm here in Sweden, and every single day it's just getting a little bit warmer and a little bit warmer. And just 2 minutes ago, I felt like I'm like, not today. I'm not going to go out there and put my feet on the ground because it's so freaking cold. But as soon as you can, and the beach is good, like put your feet in the sand or in the ocean, that just drains all the toxins right out of your body and helps to earth you, ground you, which is very, very important. It seems like for Aries right now. And then we have this King of Raphael, where, like I said, yes, it's safe to trust the ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. I feel like there's an exciting time for you coming up, Aries. I think that whatever, if you've been at parties or you've been at like events or whatever situations you've been to, you might have really enjoyed yourself. Like, it's okay. But then as you come home, there's almost like an empty feeling, like, but where's the connection? Where's the real, I don't talk umbilical cord, umbilical cord meaning navelsträng in Swedish. I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking about like just a real, honest, loving connection with other people. Like you had fun, but you come home and there's still the emptiness. I think that that's going to be fulfilled. There's a shift going on with you. There's a process and progress, like we had in this friendship card. The movement there that is going on for you, and with the asking for all these dreams and visions to take place, like the fantasy and all of that, it's coming to fruition. And I think maybe there's been a halt, or like there's been a stop or something previously to this, where things haven't really gotten moving in this direction, with connections with other people really being fulfilled at the end of the day. But with a little bit more grounding and all the things going on in Aries right now, it's safe to trust. It's you've put yourself in the situation yourself. You put yourself in enough connection within yourself that there's a connection on the outside, if that makes sense. And it's safe to trust whatever relationship enters your life, whatever next level situation you're entering into, it's safe to trust. There's a lot of emotions coming with it. A lot of emotions being stirred up. It's a new emotional situation for you. So I think just for that as well, to ground yourself, not because there's just a lot of activity going on in the sign of Aries, but just because there's so much turmoil going on in your emotional body, and because we have a new emotional situation here for you. I think there's a lot coming up to the surface and being stirred up, and that's in a good way, but it's still new, so it might scare you a little bit. It might be a little bit overwhelming, I don't know what to do with all these feelings, to then ground yourself for that purpose as well. Okay, we're gonna see what the angels, if the angels have some final messages for you, Aries, for the month of May. What do we have for Aries, please? Okay, we have one unlikely and we have one yes. Let me sit with this for a bit. That is coming up from the water. I actually need to pull a card on this one because I don't get any information. I just feel like someone is just rising up from the ocean, like you're... First is it's stirred up. It's like a new emotional situation for you. You feel a lot of emotions, maybe a little bit overwhelmed. And then this beauty, if we sort of ignore this word, this beauty is like taking charge of the situation, being grounded, being rooted, feeling that anchored in with Mother Earth, and then just really rising up, being in charge of these emotions. Someone has come into, I'm not drawn to the word whatsoever. This is just someone, because we have the yes card. It's yes, In this deck, we have yes without the exclamation mark, and we have the yes with the exclamation mark. That's hard to say. And you're getting the one with. And it's just, and it's like, I see this balance here. Like you're learning how to balance things out for yourself. And this is very much then speaking to learning to ride the wave, if you will, learning to come into your emotional body and just settle down, settle into it. If you're not sort of if you haven't really started to live this just yet, you might want, like, what is this about? But once you get like a kick of those emotions, once you understand, oh, that's what she's talking about. Like there's a stirring up in the emotions. You're going to learn how to ride the wave. You're going to learn how to deal with it. It's going to be a little bit overwhelming in the beginning, and it's not bad overwhelmment, even though overwhelmment is overwhelmment. But I mean, the reason why one feels overwhelmed is not because of a lot of bad stuff happening or there's bad feelings. This might even be that you're so bluntly in love that you don't know what to do with yourself. It's like, I don't know what to do with all these feelings. It's almost a little bit scary because it's like you're overwhelmed with such deep, loving feelings. Or it's such a satisfactory emotion. Like you're just so like, I didn't think those friendships existed. Like you meet the friend of your life and there's an instant connection and they just hold space for you. And it's so much that you have to actually learn how to deal with those emotions. That there's actually someone out there that really gets you. So this is, I'm not gonna pull cards. This is just me blocking out the unlikely because we have a big yes on this other one. And it is you learning how to balance this out. This is all about your emotional body, basically healing your emotional body, and just learning how to ride the wave of the emotions when they come up in a good way. Okay? That is what I have for you, beautiful Aries. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you need advice, I can't talk today. I'm a little bit German and it feels like I have a little bit of a cold. If you want some guidance on your path, I'm here for you. It's just like this, a video reading. Please send me a message. We'll take it from there. Thank you, guys.